All right. Well, since it's just you, I'm gonna sit right here at the table. All right, today's the 3rd. So we're gonna answer these questions. Let me get student view. Assignment. And so, where do we find DNA in a eukaryotic cell?
We find it in the nucleus.
Nucleus. And then in prokaryotic cell, where do you find it? It doesn't have a nucleus, so
And the
cytoplasm.
yeah.
It's just gonna be floating around. Which organelle helps the cell divide? That is, oops,
Coro.
starts with a C. Centrioles. We'll get into that more when we talk about cell division.
Did we ever talk about
nucleolus.
that one?
Huh?
Did we ever talk about that one?
Yeah, it was in our notes briefly, just for the definition,
Yeah.
but it'll come up again when we get into cell division. And then nucleolus, we had in our notes, and it was it's inside the nucleus, and it's going to make something.
The nuclear oil, however you say it, it makes
RNA, ribosomal
yeah,
RNA. In other words, it makes the RNA that makes the ribosome. Sometimes it'll just be makes ribosomes.
Okay. I thought I was saying it wrong.
Huh?
I thought I was saying it wrong.
You had it right. Packages and modifies proteins. I described it kind of like a fluffy stack of pancakes.
Dang! Oh, I know that one. Okay.
G.
Golgi.
You'll see it as bodies or apparatus. Sometimes you'll see the word bodies, but just recognize Golgi.
Don't they take in stuff?
Got that?
And yes, ma'am.
All right. And then I have a couple assignments today that kind of force the parts of the cell. Let's get back here. All right, the first one is a reading. I'm not asking questions about the reading, but it may help you. So, I really have no way of knowing if you do that one or not, but there's just an article there. This one will probably take the most time. There are 2 videos. And here's the one for animal cells, and then here's the one for plant cells. And so in here, you have questions that go along with each. So this one starts off with the animal cell, and it kind of tells you about where the time is, I think, where it starts here, but you're listening for Robert Hooke, and you're getting the answer. Here, if you can't draw it, you can cut and paste, and I don't know if you've done this in Canvas before, but you can go to Add Media, go to Google, you can search flagella, and you can paste a picture here, and then explain it. And you can do the same for cilia if you don't want to try to draw it using your finger and that little drawing tool. And then you're going to listen for what the cell membrane does. Here's endoplasmic reticulum. anytime it says a picture, feel free to come over here and insert an image, so you don't have to worry about drawing. And you just keep going, it goes through each of the different, parts of animal cell. Then you have one on plant cells here. And so questions that take you through the video. Now, when I do videos that aren't, through Edpuzzle, you can turn on the closed caption, the CC button, it'll pop up, see the words, it'll help you. So that's that assignment. And then, so that's gonna probably take the longest. Then you have, two shorter ones. This one is a matching, and I can't call it up on here, but it's gonna open a Google slide where you're dragging and dropping things. It may be multiple slides, but it's going to, you have to submit it. When you open it, you might get 2 tabs before you're able to actually drag and drop. One of the tabs will have a blue submit button that you'll go back to and click on to submit that one. And then this is like we did yesterday, but it's just animal versus plant. And I have a word box at the top this time for you to fill that in. But just like we did yesterday here.
All right.
So it doesn't matter which one you start with. You can stay on and just mute yourself. And if you have a question, you can pop, unmute and say something. If you want to just log off and work and then pop back on, you can. It's totally up to you how you want to do that.
I'll stay on to work just in case I have questions.
Okay.